Hello, Aries. This is a reading for you for a quick little update. We're live streaming it right now, and if you're seeing this on YouTube, welcome in. And you're free to come and check us out on Twitch. It's the same name, Tarotladyinachurch. It's right away. Okay. It's it's a thing that we do. We do Aries quick energy. Sorry, we do live streaming. It's a lot of fun. Come check out the channel. YouTube readings are here too. So there are other readings. All the signs are being read for you. You can check those out. Whatever you want to do. Welcome in, and hopefully this message, we had this thing right beforehand. I've been trying to get a little bit of info beforehand on the live stream. And for Aries, it's just like, let's get this over with. Okay, so I get this kind of like really like, let's get this over with. And then the tower comes up, like just moving through it. Like, let's just do this. Like, it's not gonna be pleasant. It's like a real focused on just getting through it kind of energy. And then the tower comes up, the Four of Pentacles. I don't have time for this. Just give me the message. Okay, so I'm trying to go as fast as I can, Aries. This is okay. I made a mistake. That's it. Okay, so Aries made a mistake, and there's the consequences. And you don't have time for anything right now because you made a mistake, and you have to deal with it. Deal with the fallout. And let's say the Fool isn't always a mistake. It's just you take a risk, and sometimes it leads to something that takes up all your time. So you've taken a risk, and maybe you don't want to talk about it. But we're here to talk about it. So maybe we can slow down a bit, just a little bit. The wheel, it was bound to happen at some point or another. Six of Swords. I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, okay, I've got this kind of like, I wish I hadn't done that. I don't want to talk about it. It happened. I'll deal with it. Just let me deal with it. And let's move on. But I feel like there's an encouragement in the cards right now, just kind of because it's coming up. I would say, let's stop a minute, huh? Let's stop and just take a look at what's going on here. Let's look under the hood. Let's deconstruct a little bit. Because, yeah, it's all very sudden, very fast. It's like you made a sudden... This kind of feels a little bit like you got a speeding ticket, and it was just a random decision to move too fast on the road, and you got pulled over, and it's like, oh, of course. It's bound to happen at some point or another, and I don't want to talk about it. But it begs the question, why were you going so fast? Maybe they ask you that. Do you know how fast you were going? And you say, yeah, I know how fast, it was a mistake. And so we brush it off, and we say, we don't question, well, there was a reason. There was a good reason why you wanted to go fast there. Maybe there's not really an opportunity to... Oh, wow. I have to, so for those watching on YouTube, I just have to pause a minute. There's a raid that came in to the live stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. And for everybody who just came in, we're recording Zodiac updates. So we're on Aries right now. Everybody's come in to see this, Aries. So Aries doesn't want to talk about it. It was a quick decision, and it led to a consequence, and I should have known better, but I didn't. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have time for this right now. But we're here to talk about it. And not only that, we're not only here to like kind of slow down and talk about it, but everybody else has kind of pulled up a seat, and we're all going to just enjoy a cup of tea together. And let's put Aries through a bit of pain of having to... What happened, Aries? What happened? And this is going to be... I'm going to get another spread, because we are going to stop and look at this. I'll look at it later, is what it's saying. I'll look at it later, but everybody's here now. But the opportunity is here now, and that's the first message. Yes, we might have this thing, I'll deal with it later. I'll address that part later. I just have to get through this. I don't want to talk about it. But it's kind of like the opportunity is now. Everybody just showed up. And everybody's here now. And they may not be here later. And, later is nice. And pushing things to later is tempting in a time when you've got a lot going on. Let's pack up these cards and get a whole other bunch of cards. And let's just explore a little bit. I'm sorry, Aries. I don't mean to be so, but I don't mean to be so defiant. Okay. There's something to learn, or there's something to realize here. There's something that you've got, you know, Empress. Exactly this. Your message is to slow down. Your message is to slow down. There's a reason why you were going so fast, and it seems like the Empress is like the epitome of taking care of things. It's nurture. So it's very active energy, believe it or not. Like we tend to put like feminine, passive is the two words are like one and the same, but I would say that there's a lot more to take out of this somebody who works behind the scenes. It's not that they're not working, it's that seeing them working isn't the objective. Whereas like an emperor is like, it's important to see that they're in control, and so they're very visible. Whereas the things that you're doing maybe are a little bit less visible. People wouldn't understand why you're so busy. Like a police officer wouldn't understand why you had to rush to get to the next thing. It wouldn't be accounted for. But there's something about that you're in this space right now. I'm seeing you could have a lot going on, but it's okay. That might be just basically what you're up to right now. But you might not be in a place where anybody would really understand that you've got a lot going on. And the world around you might not be operating in such a way where it's accommodating the things that you have to do to get the things done that you have to get done. The Fool and the Page of Wands is here. In this moment, what I'm seeing, like we said, it was a mistake. You know, you made a careless mistake. And you're just going to deal with the fallout and then carry on because you don't have time to really like deconstruct it. But I'm seeing here something like it would be foolish to not sit here right now. It's almost like it's risky to miss this opportunity to see the thing right now that there is to see. Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's not sustainable to keep putting things off. It's not sustainable to keep putting things off. The King of Cups is here. These, what you might call careless mistakes, they add up. And they're a symptom of something else. And I have this kind of idea of self-care or taking care of everything. And basically what the cards are telling me right now is you're a part of everything. And there's something about taking care of yourself or making sure that you are just as well taken care of as all the things that you have to do. That, yes, it can be like random things happening in life that get in your way. Also, it seems as though we're starting to make some pretty foolish mistakes, like careless mistakes are a symptom rather than them being just a unfortunate circumstance. Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You are caring for something, or you are participating in something, or you are doing something, and it's like a tangible thing that you're doing. And we're not saying that like you care, you know, like we have that you care, I care, you know, about you, or I care about this organization or something like that. This is actually like care in the form of acts of work, of things that you're actually physically, you might be spending money, or you might be donating your labor, or, getting paid, but also this is your work. This is what you have to offer tangibly. And it looks like you've been saved. It's like money in the bank. You've been doing this alone, is what I'm seeing with the Empress and the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. You've just been so, you've been doing something alone, and you've been benefiting a whole lot of people who are more than willing to help. Aries, is it always the same message for Aries? It's time to accept some help, some support. There are those who would be willing to listen to what it is that's going on right now. The idea that you feel like you have to rush, and you're rushing through things and you're making careless mistakes, that's a symptom of something that someone is very willing to listen to. The Hierophant. Okay, on like every reading except for Gemini for some reason. Maybe Gemini is the Hierophant. Hierophant. Okay, catch me on a technicality. I don't know why I say it that way. I just do. Okay, so that's that kind of like snappy, right? I've got that kind of, I'm feeling that. Aries, your message is right here that you might not be ready for this. So you come up as somebody who has something to say. And if we don't stop right now and kind of take an inventory of what is going on and why, sometimes the why question doesn't help anything. Sometimes we say like, you know what, why doesn't matter. The point is to get through it. And if we stop on why, we're going to, at some point, we're going to stop doing the things we need to do to get through it. But this is one of those scenarios where these why questions, or even just what's going on here, and having a like sit down and have a discussion with someone. There are definitely those who you have offered this very same thing to, who would be more than happy to listen to you. And I wonder if it's maybe like you're stressed out, or, for some reason you have this stress and you're not exactly sure why, but you're looking into it. And maybe you need to take a couple of, like, if your workplace allows it, some like, mental health days to just kind of refresh and get some sleep, or, I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying that that's the tone of it, that and it almost looks like if it is a workplace and you are stressed out and you're finding you're making careless mistakes, if you've been paying into a benefits program and that benefit program offers like a mental health leave or something like that, there's no shame in taking it. I mean, if you're paid for it already, take it. And then there's also something to be said for, if you've been such an advocate for this stuff, you might not want to be the one who takes advantage of it. But I'm just seeing here in the cards, like, this is play by your own rule book. I don't know, whatever that means for anybody who's watching this reading. Play by your own rule book. If you want everybody to have access to all the things that they need to make sure they're in good shape and they're well taken care of, make sure you're accessing those things as well. Hopefully that makes sense wherever it goes. Hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you did, check out all the other readings for this series, the updates and the other signs. Also, come visit us on Twitch, where we do live streaming. Lots of fun. Thanks again, and take care.